So possibly radiator condenser, radiator support, hood, headlights, bumper reinforcement, bumper. This truck's got a lot going on. Windshield is good.
Well, we're back at the shop here, and this auction's about to play, and we're going to try to win this truck. The bid's starting out at $5,300. Guatemala's got the high bid. I'm going to go ahead and bid it to $5,400. We'll see how that plays out. This thing is on approval at $5,400. $5,400. We still got the high bid. We just won this truck with one single bid against Guatemala. And now we'll see if they take it. Welcome back to the Orange Wires Garage YouTube channel. And welcome back to the Orange Wires Garage. And in the last episode, you saw us get that Ram all put back together. And we bought that little side-by-side. And well, I had to go pick up that side-by-side. So while I was there, I went into Copart and I went and I looked at this little two-door, four-cylinder, 5-speed, 2010 Toyota Tacoma 4-wheel drive. And I fell in love with this truck. I absolutely love it. Like everything about this little truck, I love it. And so we picked it up. You look and see what's going on with this one. I mean, mostly everything's up front, but it took a little bit of a hit right here, you know, in this area in the front, and it shoved the radiator support back just a little bit. But everything on the bottom down here is perfect. Crash bar got a little bit of damage, you know, here, and maybe that bracket's okay, but probably that bracket too. We can see that all along the bottom, the radiator support is fine. And then everything up here is fine. The motor cranks up and run. The fan spins fine. The radiator's not even leaking. And down this side, they've marked just a little bit on this fender, you know, a little bit in this area that we're probably going to have to fix. But all in all, down the whole passenger side, this truck is in pretty good shape, except for the bed right here. And I saw that when I was there. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. The tailgate's got just a couple of dents on it. You can see how the hood was damaged here during the accident, but not real bad. I mean, not real bad. We had this color before just a few weeks ago on the channel with the pyrite mica, and boy, did we learn a lesson with that. If you look down the driver's side though, the driver's side, it's looking really good. Not much going on with the driver's side, maybe a door ding here and there. And inside, I mean, I know it's dirty, and the only thing is the guy smoked a little bit, and evidently he was going to plant the corn whenever he got hit. But it's just dirty in here. Like all in all, inside this truck is perfect, and it only has 94,000 actual miles. And yeah, it's got 94,000 actual miles on this truck, and I love it. But I did learn my lesson on the last one, so I've already committed. I'm gonna paint this truck 100% all over. Not gonna try to fool with matching that color, so I'm just gonna get a gallon of paint ordered, a gallon of clear coat ordered. I'm gonna paint the whole truck, and it's gonna be phenomenal. But I need your help. These steel wheels down here have got to go. Those steel wheels have got to go. And I want to know what we should put on here. So what wheels should we put on this truck, and what would look the best? So that's enough talking about it. As you can tell, I'm just super happy and super excited about it. But I'm going to get to work taking these fenders off, and I'm going to start on that radiator support. We're going to get these parts ordered. We're going to get this truck fixed. well, just a little bit of grinding, and we got the radiator support off. I went ahead and took both fenders off and completely stripped them down because we're going to paint this truck all over. But I still think we might paint it in pieces. So we might paint the fenders first and the bumper and the hood. Then we might paint the cab. Then we might paint the bed and the tailgate. So something like that, because, you know, no sense in killing ourselves trying to paint it all at once. But I ordered a whole gallon of paint. And instead of replacing the whole radiator support, I'm only going to replace the tie bar up top, because as you can see, I mean, the radiator support is perfect. It just bent this little bar up top. And I ordered that thing from Toyota, and it's going to be here tomorrow. So I'll catch back up with you guys tomorrow when I get the parts and test fit that. We'll see how it looks. So I just temporarily put the tie bar on top of the radiator support. And you guys see me use this tram gauge all the time. I don't know how anyone could do this kind of work without it, but I'm going to show you how we measure this really quick. On a Tacoma like this one, there's a couple of holes here right in front of the hood hinges on each side. And then there's another hole that's dead center of the radiator support or the tie bar, core support, whatever you want to call it. So I'll make sure that that fits really good on one side, and then I move to the exact same hole on the other side and make sure that it fits in that hole perfectly. And once I get that one, there's a couple more holes on these Toyotas. So I will go to this hole and I'll measure from the hood hinge to the same hole on both sides. It's fitting perfect on this truck. And then once I get that hole, then I will measure all the way to the fender bolt, which is right here, to the fender bolt, and I will measure that on both sides, and that one fits perfect. So oftentimes you'll hear me say things like square it up, and that's what I mean using this tram gauge. So this radiator support is 100% square. I could go ahead and weld it up, but you know me, I like to check things twice, so I'm probably going to test fit the fenders and the hood first. And I just pulled this radiator support off, everything measured 100% square. So I'm going to get everything cleaned up, put some weld-through primer on it. And so far, everything's coming together on this little truck. I'm going to get it welded in real quick. Well, just set the bed right off of this truck, because we're going to paint the bed separate. And I'm going to pull this thing out and clean all of this dirt out. Clean everything behind the back of the cab. And we had a little bitty dent here in the cab corner. Got that fixed. The roof, the clear coat was kind of burned through, so we primed the whole roof. The tailgate had just a little bit of damage, just some dings and dents. So we went ahead and fixed all those and just primed the whole tailgate. We bought a brand new hood, and I wish it didn't happen, but it come in and had a little bitty dent right here, so we had to fix that and got that all primed in. We're just going to keep on working on this little truck, get everything welded in, get everything cleaned up, get everything ready for paint. We have got a ton of work done on this truck. All the little bitty dings and dents and scratches have been fixed. Everything is primered up. And we have finally got that radiator support all welded in. We're gonna get this painted. We're gonna get the truck sanded down. We're gonna get everything done. But I think we ran out of time for this video, guys. It'll just be too long by the time we get all that done. So I'm gonna save that for the next one. And don't forget to turn those post notifications on, because this truck is gonna be a beautiful truck. Everything is gonna turn out perfect, fingers crossed. If you haven't done so already, give us a follow on Instagram at Orange Wires Garage. We always post there before YouTube. We'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of Orange Wires Garage. We're out.